night of one of the heaviest confrontations between India and Pakistan in the aftermath of Operation Sindoor. I'm standing here in Lagama village in Uri, where the first manifestations of Pakistan's escalation last night, as announced by the Indian Army this morning, is fully apparent. This is a row of shops that has been completely decimated in a direct shelling strike. Probably the worst damage that we've seen so far in our travels around Uri. And this happened late in the night at about 3 a.m. Once again, nobody was inside, but we hear there have been some injuries. There's still smoke rising from the debris of what were once 3 shops. A familiar, ghastly image of where the shells are impacting here near the line of control in Uri sector. But the damage is actually much worse. And I want to show you where else shells actually may have landed. There are ambulances moving to and from this place because there are so many injured people who constantly need to be picked up. This here is now on the mountainside, built here, a row of houses under construction here. This is all that's left here. Please look at this, viewer. We will not be turning our cameras away from the suffering of the people who live in these areas who never get to leave. This is all that's left. The familiar motif of mangled metal sheets, corrugated sheets that people use as roofs, firewood, chopped pieces of furniture, and the only remnants here, livelihoods completely destroyed. These were once shops over which someone was supposed to have built a house, we are told, and this is all that's left, just splinters of wood and metal, which has become almost like a representative image of what's happening to village after village here in Uri. This is absolute grief here in Uri, where we're reporting. We're going to try and be as sensitive as possible, but it's important for NDTV to capture some of this grief because the nation needs to know what this family has suffered tonight. I want you to listen to their voices, viewer, because they've lost a mother, they've lost a sister, they've lost a wife, they've lost a friend. Unspeakable scenes of sorrow and horror for one family here in Uri as they come to terms with the loss of someone in their family because of a shell. They've lived here for so long, they don't have bunkers, they didn't think they were in the line of fire, and they've just faced the most unthinkable loss here. And I'm trying to report this as sensitively as possible. My instincts tell me that it's terrible to show this kind of grief, but the nation's attention is fickle, viewer. And that's the reason why I do want to keep my cameras trained on this unspeakably sad moment here in Uri, very close to the line of control. A girl has lost her mother. She's lost consciousness. There is a huge amount of disbelief here as the body of Nargis Bano, just 45 years old, has been taken away from here. Small children, women, men, all of them in tears as the rain comes down here in Uri. It's not going to wash away any of the sorrows that we're seeing here. And we will continue to report. This is a picture of Nargis Bano. I want to warn our viewers that these are upsetting scenes. These are extremely upsetting and troubling and unsettling scenes. Just imagine what these families are going through. It is always a dilemma for a journalist on the ground to depict grief, but having visited Uri for the 4th time today and to have run into this family, this young woman who's just lost her mother, I asked myself, Isn't this insensitive? We're constantly asked questions as journalists. You know, why do you invade the private spaces of families that are grieving? And a few of these people just said to me before we went on air. They welcomed me. They said, you know, we want our faces to be there so that the people of the country can see what has happened to us. Her name is Nargis Bano. She was 45 years old and she was killed in a car. Her members of her family are grievously injured and they've been taken to hospital. Sir, क्या हुआ था बता सकते हैं? वो गाड़ी में थी?
गाड़ी में जा रहे थे, अब खुद को बचाने के लिए यहाँ शेलिंग हो रही थी। फिर ये रिलेशन के जितने भी आदमी अपनी गाड़ी में बैठे, स्कॉर्पियो में, तो सब बिठा के बच्चे ये भी थे, सारे थे, ये यहाँ से निकले तो उधर मोहरा के नज़दीक पहुँचे, यहाँ से कोई 3 किलोमीटर दूर। तो वहाँ शेलिंग हो गई, उसी का एक शेल इसको आ गया गाड़ी के बीच में से अंदर और इसका सर आधा काट दिया।
और कौन था गाड़ी में?
और भी थी, दूसरी उसकी थी, दूसरे भाई की बीवी, वो भी जख्मी हो गई। और थे हमारे रिलेशन के काफ़ी बंदे उसमें, तो बाकी बच गए, तो यही बीच में आ गए। फिर इनको हॉस्पिटल लिया, बारामूला, मोहरा, फिर उसके बाद बारामूला। तो बारामूला पहुँचते पहुँचते ये फिर दम तोड़ गया।
I'm here at the line of control in Uri for the 4th time during this visit. I came here first just a couple of days after the Pahalgam terror attack. Then I came after ceasefire violations began by the Pakistan army. Then I arrived when Pakistan shelling began in the aftermath of Operation Sindoor. And now I'm here finally 2 days after what has become one of the biggest confrontations between India and Pakistan. Sophisticated weapons have been used, but not very far from where I'm standing, across there in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, heavy artillery has continued to be used here in the Uri sector. How long is it going to continue? The big question boils down to whether this is all going to lead to an escalation again or a de-escalation. The eye of the storm, Uri sector, which every Indian recognizes, every Indian knows, is now about the people living here, the army posts here that continue to face fire but are giving it back in a huge way to the Pakistan army, with a first video released today by the Indian army depicting actual destruction of a Pakistan army post. We don't know if it was here in Uri or any of the many other sectors along the line of control. What is clear is that the Pakistan army has activated and created a huge amount of violence on this frontier for the last 15 days and running. How long it's going to continue depends on whether Pakistan decides to seize the opportunity to de-escalate or whether it has the stomach for more combat. At the line of control in Uri sector with Ashwini Mehra, Shiv Arur, NDTV.